Yeah.
I want to like I was talking to a friend about this. I was like, I might do some like outrageous stuff on this next tour in terms of what to bring, what to have backstage. Like you can't just spend your life taking it and stacking it and taking it and stacking it. Like, what if on this tour it's like mini golf, everyone?
Yeah.
Do the
Who's
clubs
that
have to
guy?
be short?
Oh, he's the truck driver with the mini.
Right.
He sets a mini golf every day. Mini golf, courtesy of me, guys. Welcome. Like, what are ways because I'm going to say, like, I'm going to defend this band through and through. Like, we've always dug in like it was our last show. I don't think we've ever phoned in a show. But I do think the transactional nature of touring to us is sort of like we all kind of do this, And I think that the next time we go out, I'm really going to explore the venue space in terms of ways that I can make a tour manager upset.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Brilliant.
You know what I'm saying, Billy?
Yeah, I do. I've been there myself.
What's the most outrageous expenditure or apparatus that was brought on a Grateful Dead tour that you can remember?
Oh,
Okay, I can remember
the wall of
something.
sound.
Well,
Yeah,
there
right.
was that.
Kind
There
of the
was
wall.
40 shows.
Besides that,
Wow, you opened up a beautiful can there. The Wall of Sound was one thing, and there was 40 shows of that. And when they first hung it, we were playing in Reno, Nevada, and it was a sound check, and I walk across the field, and I'm looking up at this thing, and it's blowing in the wind. The center speaker that were the vocal array, these little 8-inch or 4-inch speakers, thousands of them, and it probably weighed thousands of pounds. I looked up there, and there was one winch holding it. I said, I'm not going to be on that. But you're going to put 3 winches on that mother, or I'm not getting under it. That would CD be gone.
What about backstage, though, Billy? What about recreational?
Recreational. Any way I could find it. Any place I could get out of having to wait.
Scooters? Did you ever have motorized scooters?
Yeah, we used to race cars a little bit and stuff. And I used to be the driver for the band.
really?
Billy, there's a story I absolutely love that you told about being in Europe, and you end up at this like speakeasy that like you weren't supposed to be at, kind of, and you ended up having to like rip an antenna off of a car and kind of swing it around like a sword.
That was every word of that was true. And I would just go and I was trying to remember stuff I'd read from gangs in New York and what they would do, because I'm not a fighter, a tough guy at all. And I couldn't get any cars to stop for me. I didn't speak French. All I had was my hotel key, thank God. And so this big Mercedes comes by, and I just want some attention. I just slap my hand down on the car. Error, bad idea. And I'm totally loaded on acid. And the speakeasy I was in was really glad to see me leave. They were happy. So trying to do my one-legged dances and not very good, hitting the ground and shit. And so they kind of let me go out. And now I'm on the street, I was telling you, and it's dead quiet. Once in a while, a car will go by, and so I slap this one. The guy hammers the brakes, puts on the brakes, and this big monster gets out of the car, and he starts coming toward me. I'm about 100 feet down there. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do now? And I don't know if I could outrun him or anything. So I just take this antenna off, and I just call, "You motherfucker!" And he turned around, got in the car, and left. Thanks, antenna.
Like crazy American.
Exactly. I'm just like, what I'm also saying is I'm so happy those days are behind us and we can talk about it now, because I wouldn't be here if we still did shit. If I still did that, I wouldn't be getting to talk to you guys. So that's how that's.
I know. It's funny. I can't picture that, Bill. Like since I've met you, you've always been the most easygoing. Like I just think of you as like a super grateful person.
Well, you put the right chemicals in, you put the right stuff in a person, and they can be different people, especially with alcohol and acid. That's a lot.
Absolutely.
Hello, Dad. Anywhere. It's all, what are you going to grab off of the nearest car to fight?
Right. Totally.
Yeah, a hubcap. I'm going to fight somebody with a hubcap.
Yeah. Go Captain America with a hubcap.
You read the wrong book,
when you guys were like in the days before, like when you could sneak around town unknown, kind of like the heads knew you, but you were able to sort of dip into bars or have a good time. Like the minute you guys got off stage, were you like out and about ready to have a good time, or did it always kind of,
I was always out and about because the energy doesn't end at the end of the shows. Everybody knows. I mean, you still going for a good hour, and I just use that as my second half. First half was the music, and the second half was going out and having fun. The music was fun too, but I'm just saying it's like the contrast. I always liked hanging out, believe it or not, with a crew because they would take risks.